Today we're going to be breaking 100 rules of football. The first rule I'm already breaking right now. Can you guess what it is? Players must not use external objects as shin pads. And this is just one of many rule breaks to come. From ones that are illegal to do in public, one that got a player banned from football entirely, and one Beckham got fined $500,000 for. Okay, so let's see what our first category of rules to break is. Boots. Okay, now the last person to break a rule out of me and Luke in each round wins the point.
And we want to collect as many points as we can, because the person with the least rule breaks and the least points by the end of the video gets a mystery forfeit.
Okay, now my first football rule break is so bad that wearing these boots in parts of America is actually illegal, and even got David Beckham sued by the California Supreme Court for wearing them. This is because these boots are actually made from kangaroo leather, which is believed to be inhumane, and the court ruled for these to be banned from being sold across thousands of stores. So that's my first rule broken. Follow that.
Now, when I entered the pitch today, I realised that the sign said no flat shoes. Rule broken.
Don't think you're the only one, mate. Now, we're on a firm ground surface here on this AstroTurf, so wearing soft ground boots or trainers is not only disallowed by this venue, but also breaking the rules of the FA. You're gonna have to think of a smarter one than that.
Now, here's one you might not know. I'm playing in fake boots, which is banned. This is because the official boots need to comply with different rules that are suitable for players. So wearing anything else is seen as dangerous.
Okay, well the rule I'm breaking now is the no external materials on your boots rule. This is double-sided sticky tape, which in theory should make my touch better. Oh, that was mad. Well, I can see why something like this is banned now. That's like a life hack.
The next boot rule I'm breaking is playing with two different pairs of boots on. This is because the players might gain an unfair advantage from the benefits of each boot. Just like the OP speed of the Mercurials and the OP passing of the Predators. Are you running out of rules yet?
Nope, here's another one for you. Boots with political messages are also banned.
Bit of a makeshift job that is, isn't it?
Rule still broken? You giving up yet or what?
I can't lie, I didn't think you'd have that many boot rules and go to those extremes. I'm out of rules here.
Come on, I came prepared, mate. So that's the first point to me. And now we're going into the next round, which is breaking public rules. This isn't going to be so fun. So for my first rule break, we're going to have to go to a sports store. So let's go. So testing products in the store is not allowed. So I'm going to take this ball and test it out. Ooh. Not bad. And rule broken.
Well, my rule speaks for itself. No ball games? Well, here's my ball. Let's bet the rule. Oh, bad boy, bad boy. Oh, well, you know what they say. Girls do love a bad boy, so you know what I mean.
It's okay, so up next, covering sponsorship boards is prohibited. Now let's cover it with my own sign. I'm sure they won't mind.
Okay, so for my next rule, we're gonna have to go back to the shopping centre because nutmegging a civilian is actually classed as illegal.
Hang on, I've seen loads of videos of people getting nutmegged in public, even like police officers. Now, one thing I didn't mention is that we've both got a wild card to use each, where we can make one rule up at any point in the video, but if the other person catches it out, they win the point. I'm starting to think this one's a bit fishy. If you can prove to me that this one's illegal, I'll let you off.
I can't lie, I was out of rules anyway, so I may as well have tried it. I've got to keep my eyes peeled to catch him out now, though.
I knew it! I'm too switched on for you, mate. So let's stay where we are, and that's another point to me. So now we're on to the next round, which is clothing. So we're gonna have to try and break as many rules as we can involving football shirts and other items of clothing. So up first, this shirt was banned by the FA, and wearing it also became banned in the Premier League. Why? Because it absorbs too much water. So players were becoming weighed down by the amount of sweat it was absorbing. I know, imagine the smell.
Okay, so what I'm actually wearing here is actually banned in Italy. So this is the Juventus third kit, which actually got banned in the Italian league because they claimed that it blends in with the grass too much and made it hard for fans to see. Crazy, I know, but they have kind of got a point. Just choose another colour, there's so many of them.
So this is another shirt that's banned, and Cameroon were actually banned from the World Cup for wearing it. Now this isn't because it's green, but because it doesn't have sleeves. And FIFA believe this doesn't represent the identity of a football shirt.
So see if you can spot what rule I'm breaking. Can't guess? I'm wearing grip socks. So this is actually banned by the FA and has left a lot of England players with a lot of hefty fines, as these are meant to give you a massive advantage when turning and increasing speed. You still got more for us, mate, come on. What you got?
Of course I have, and my one's probably a bit more visible. Players cannot wear a ripped piece of clothing, so socks, shorts, shirts, not allowed. If any of the kit becomes ripped during a match, the player has to be subbed off.
And for the next rule that I'm about to break is wearing glasses. So this is banned for obvious reasons, as I'm not going to do it, but if you go to head the ball, they could obviously smash in your face and then glass go everywhere, or they could just simply fall off. If players really need to, they could wear special sports goggles that will help them, but normal glasses are forbidden.
Yep, and so are caps. This is again due to health and safety reasons, because if you're going up for like a header against an opposing player, this part could catch them in the eye. Am I lying? No cap.
This is another hard one to guess. I'm breaking another rule. Why? Because my undershirt is a different colour to my actual shirt. If you want to wear undershorts or undershirts, then they have to match the playing kit so it doesn't put opposing players off and make you hard to see.
I can't lie, I'm out of rules for this round. And I can't even make one up because this round requires like pieces of clothing that I would have had to bring with me. So that's Luke's first points.
Comeback is on.
So our next round of rules to break is celebrations. I've got a few up my sleeve. So this is the chicken celebration, and it got banned after almost causing a riot by opposition fans when Carlos Tevez used it to mock the opposition team after scoring. So this and any other celebrations that are used to mock the opposition team are not allowed.
Now, not only this, but political messages are also not allowed during celebrations, as Didier Drogba found out after signalling to free up from jail an Ivory Coast political leader.
Now up next is more of a recent one. Inter Miami have actually banned anyone doing the Ronaldo Sue outside their stadium or whilst wearing their shirt. They claim that this undermines their star player and creates a conflict of interest. Now keep this on quiet, but I actually just used my wild card and completely just made that up. And he seems to just be completely unaware. All I had to do was throw in a few fancy words.
Yes! Twerking while celebrating is also said to break the rules and results in a yellow card. As people say that it's disrespectful to the beautiful game, but personally, I don't think it is.
Masks are also banned after Neymar found out after he got booked by the ref by putting a mask of himself on to celebrate. This is also said to make a circus out of the beautiful game.
Okay, so for the next one, I'm kind of out of celebrations. Surely just like going over to the post and kicking it is illegal or something. Oh, why did I do that?
You've already had your wild card, you can't even make one up on the spot. So that makes a score 3-1 to me. I can't wait to see you do this forfeit. So the next round is match play. So we have to break as many rules as we can that aren't allowed in a match. Leave it! Shouting this in a match results in a free kick to the other team, as it can be used to put off players on the other team and cause confusion.
Mine! Shouting this also results in a free kick for the opposing team.
Here's a new one. You can't signal for a VAR check more than 2 times. This can be seen as trying to pressure the referee and trying to influence decisions.
A game without every corner flag being up is actually against the rules, and the game can't actually start until all the corner flags are in every corner.
So this one's quite obvious. When taking a throw-in, both feet must be planted on the ground.
And here's another throw-in rule. Using these things is breaking the rules. So if you go for a throw-in and you grab a towel and you wipe the ball with the towel, basically making the ball more dry, it in turn gives you more grip so you can throw the ball further. And some teams actually utilize this so much that the throw-ins were actually more effective than the teams having a free kick or a corner, so it resulted in a game ban.
Now I do this one all the time to Luke, but in a match, you can't nutmeg someone more than twice in a row. This is because it's against the rules to use a nutmeg or skill with malicious intent or to humiliate your opponent. The rules state that a nutmeg should only be used with an attacking purpose.
Oh, yes! Oh. I can't believe you didn't think of this one. Diving and simulation is also banned, as it's used to gain an advantage to trick the referees and gain yourself a foul.
Taking a penalty with 2 players at the same time. Oh. This is also disallowed. What's Luke got?
Another penalty rule break is passing the ball from a penalty backwards. Now, you can pass it forward, but backwards is not allowed.
In America, heading the ball more than 15 times per week is banned. This was after research was done on the side effects of heading a full-size ball on the brain and the potential brain damage that it can cause. Is that 15? I don't know, but I think that's rule broken.
Right, off-putting the opposition bench is actually also illegal. That hurts, man. I mean, this is for obvious reasons. I don't really think I have to explain it.
Now the next rule is witchcraft that's not allowed. After an African goalkeeper tried this in a match to try and stop the opposing team from scoring. When they found it and disposed of the mixture, they started scoring. Whether this is a coincidence or not, I don't know. What I do know is, it's breaking the rules.
Yeah, but you have to act it out to actually break the rule. Come on then, do some black magic on me.
I don't need to, you can't score anyway. But I don't have any black magic on me, and I'm also out of rules now anyway. So with that automatic disqualification, that's another point to Luke. Going into our next round, which is skills. So we have to try and do as many banned skills as we can. So this is the seal dribble, and it's banned because it doesn't allow defenders to win back the ball safely, causing potential injuries.
Okay, so next up, trapping the ball in your shirt is also classed as obstruction. How on earth are players going to get the ball from this? That's one rule for me, broken.
So for my next skill I present to you, the knee block dribble. This is also unsafe due to the private area the ball is in, and you definitely would not want someone running at you trying to retrieve the ball with their studs up and mistiming it. This is also classed as obstruction. Rule broken.
Okay, so this one's a little bit of a weird one, as you can actually do this to score a goal, but you can't do it to pass back to the keeper. So this is actually getting around the back pass law, which the rule makers don't like, so they ended up banning it. And unfortunately, for someone like Marco Verratti for PSG, he found out the hard way.
Oh, I was actually saving that for the goalkeeper round, and now I'm out of skills.
Yes, I knew I could bring it back with them skills up my sleeve. That makes it 3-3 going into the final round.
So I suppose I've given the last round away then, which is the goalkeeper round. It's all come down to this. Whoever can break the most goalkeeper rules wins the deciding point. Oh, I don't want this forfeit. So up first, no external or tacky substances can be used on goalkeeper gloves to enhance their performance. So for example, glue. Oh yeah, let's get that on. Oh, no dropping that. And that's why it's not allowed.
Okay, so next up for the goalkeeper, they can't hit the crossbar or the post while the player is taking the penalty, because apparently it distracts them. Come on, let's be having ya. Yeah! Just like that. To be fair, he does always mess up anyway, so you know.
Okay, so up next, a goalkeeper cannot throw the ball directly into an opposition goal. This results in no goal given and a free kick awarded to the other team.
Did you not learn anything from last time? You have to act out the rule, otherwise it doesn't count. Hey, why are you stretching like it's going to do anything?
Right, you ready?
Oh my days, it's over there!
So this is where it's ended up. It's not even gone out my own half. Hey, I'm not a goalie. I'm not gonna lie, I might be out of rules, so that was a bit of a stretch. Please tell me you've run out as well, and we both just did this forfeit.
Well, unlucky for you, my friend, this is soap. Keep those gloves on, because you actually cannot put any external substances on the opposition goalkeeper's glove to harm their performance. So, doing this is breaking the rules, and therefore crowns me the champion! Champione, champione, ole, ole, ole. Let's take a look at this forfeit, shall we? Right, take your pick.
All right, let's go with this one.
Ooh.
Oh, electric shock! That's got to be the worst one in there. Ah, subscribe! Stop!